the disappointments that I experienced, and then Elliot being, you know, a homie slash fan too, you're gonna keep experiencing these things, just like no different than somebody who has an addiction or has, you know, criminal whatever. It's just gonna be disappointment after disappointment because they haven't fixed the cause of the shit. That's just
No,
my
he thinks the fix is regaining his dominance in the marketplace and him being viewed again that he's either equal to or mostly greater than Kendrick. It's really just a complete competitive. He wants to go back to the feelings that he was a dominant force in the
yeah,
culture.
but
He
that's
thinks that success is going to make everything right.
no, and
Not
that
therapy, not these other personal things. It's about the art itself. If he
no,
could get,
bro.
let's go. If the art can get going,
If I can get
and
back to
Angie
number
can get
one,
Let's go.
rubbing,
Let's go.
but that's also people.
that's the thing.
But that's again what I've described to you before. That's the megalomania of thinking that your power comes from the accolades of this thing.
Mhm.
That's not where your power comes from. People don't fuck with effective immediately or serious. They fuck with me
And Gina Views.
and Gina, right? So, and that's something I had to learn too when I left my previous position. I went through a whole 2 years of what I'm telling him to do. It's like I walked away from it. I didn't do no interviews. I shut down radio, everything. I'm like, I need to figure my shit out, right?
Yeah.
And the reason I know is because I've done that work before, and we call it shadow work. You do the shadow work. You get a couple of books. I can recommend
Shout out
some
to Carl Young.
if y'all want some, right? But you do that internal shadow work, and then it allows you to then prevail in a real way, in an authentic way, as opposed to pulling your power from being number one.
I'm Savvy Mike in this. It's I Am Savvy Mike TV, and well, we have DJ Head and Elliot Wilson, and of course, you know, the Z Mike, Jeremy Heck, discussing the new Drake song and the moves that Drake is making and where he's going with his career. And they had some very interesting things to say. Now, I want to keep it a buck. I want to be honest with you. I don't know why. No, I know why. Damn, should I be honest? Now I don't even want to tell you because I feel like my honesty will breed hatred. I'm like, I don't feel like pissing nobody off right now, but I like What Did I Miss? What did I miss? I don't mind the song. It's not bad. Now, do I agree with Drake, like, still kind of being on this pathway of, like, subliminally dissing his friends that didn't take his back during the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef? Not really, because he's in court for that beef right now. So I don't think he should be discussing or talking about it at all. But, you know, I can't help but to feel, you know, what Drake is feeling, because in this life, you know, my life isn't perfect. I have problems, ups and downs. And, you know, I felt betrayed. I felt betrayed by people. And, you know, some of them lines just hit. Like, you were standing right beside me. What did I miss? Like, you supposed to, what happened? You know, what did I miss? What did I miss? I can't help it. I like the music, okay? What can you take? I like the fucking music. I'm sorry. It is definitely a guilty pleasure. Like, I'll say that much. I've been listening to that song a little bit too much, in my opinion. But I can't help it. Like, it's like, you know, I was just having a moment. I was having. That's what happened. Like, that's what fucking happened. You'll be having a moment. You'll be like, shit, man. All these backstabbers, traitors in my life. You know, I got a loyal group of family that's beside me and they hold me down. I fuck with them, but boy, all you other niggas, fuck you. I was just thinking that. And then What Did I Miss came on. And then my direct deposit hit. It was like, it was a euphoric ass feeling. It's like, fuck these niggas. And what did I miss? Fuck them, no. Like, they don't care until they in front of your grave, until they in front of your tombstone. They don't give a fuck about you. It's just the truth. Unfortunately, just the way life goes. Nobody gives a fuck. But regardless of it, I just look. Like I said, the song's still in a sense mediocre. Don't get me wrong, but it is a guilty pleasure. Like, I can understand somebody going, Michael, that song's not good. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. Like, no, it's a great. Do you hear what he's saying? Like, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna say I can relate to it, even though he probably didn't write it. Okay, look, I can go there with it. Like, he probably didn't write it. Who knows? Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. You probably didn't write it. Maybe who knows? I don't know. Maybe this new Drake is like, I'm writing all my shit. No help. I would hope that's the case. But either way, I'm done yapping. Let's hear what DJ Elliott Wilson had to say.
There are some people out there.
You know, that might attribute to the death of print, but we'll go. That's another show. So a lot of people are morons, and they took this as like I didn't understand the reference. I knew it was like a reference with. I saw the meme
Americans or whatever it is.
I know all that shit. There's layers to being tone deaf, right? Like Meek Mill said, there's levels to this shit. Firstly, you have to be aware of your platform and how you utilize your platform, right? Symbolism is a thing. I saw people posting the dot thing. I get it. It's symbolism. I don't necessarily think that this was that. It could be either. Now, I think this is more or less being in reference to like not making fun of, but the way I interpolated it, because it's art, right? It's art. The way I interpolated it was, you're either putting yourself in these places of these viral.
They're facing him. The guns are facing him.
I saw that. That's stupid. That don't
You
make
don't think it's facing him?
No.
Okay.
It's literally. I literally looked at it like it's a reference. It's a callback to the Amerigun stuff.
There we go.
Right?
So he has a lot of guns in the video.
Yeah, and they are facing him. Right.
Yes.
To me, that's acutely tone deaf because, bro. First of all, how many people did you shoot for that many people to be aiming at you? Right. So now you lacking self-awareness as to how you ended up in this situation in the first place. That's one. Two is, when you the reference of the song, compiling the song all together is like, what did I miss? And it's kind of like still a woes is me type thing. And then you show something like this, it's like, oh, you still don't understand what the fuck is going on, and you don't understand what you've done, like cause and effect. Like you've studied physics, but every action has a reaction, etc. Right? So
lack of accountability.
100%.
What did you do wrong? If this is where it's at, what was your part in this? What did you do?
Go back to the tweet.
But he's got a firing squad facing him, man.
Yes, fake friends, humans are a thing. That's a thing. Yes,
Sure.
Yeah, that's the world we live in. Welcome. I don't know if you're new here.
But to be fair, we're not new here in Drake's catalog. Hasn't Drake made a career of rapping about being betrayed, no new friends and all this shit, and he's always being betrayed? Girls are betraying him. Fake people are going to turn on him. He predicted this 30 for 30 years ago that the industry is going to turn on him, and like it's also self-fulfilling or self-prophecy.
Which goes
in a sense,
back
right?
to my other critique, which I agree with Joe Budden, is there's no growth. Where's the growth? Like, yeah, we know that. Okay, what else? You know what I'm saying? I know that. Now, I do think that people are hard on Drake when it comes to the maturing of his raps and his music
compared to other people.
Yeah, hypercritical of him, but he's at the top of the mountain. That's what comes with being the number one spot. You're gonna get hypercritical.
He's in the number one spot again. The dot era's over.
No, I'm saying
if this goes number one, is the dot era over? Sorry,
I'm saying that
I have questions.
I'm saying that he's been in this spot for so long, and still is. I don't feel bad for LeBron James winning 3 championships or back to back.
You don't think about the ones he lost. It doesn't.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for you, my nigga. You're number 1 or 2 or 3. I don't feel bad for you. Let's move. Let's move on. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So welcome. I don't know if you're new here. And asking what you missed, like you've been off world with Carol Danvers, is kind of wild. So Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, left Earth. After the events
she had to go. She was sick of it.
She had to go save other planets and shit. Okay. So she ping-ponging through the universe, saving other planets, and left Earth defenseless. And she was off world for a long time.
And when she came back,
all hell broke loose.
She's like, what happened?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Carol Danvers. Either way, I'll be adding the record to my stations and mixes. I added it.
Have you played it yet?
Yeah. It's in my radio station. It's in my mix. It's in my I added it to FYI playlists.
I saw you packed the bag. You're going somewhere. You're gonna go where it's a place where you could play this record.
Yeah.
Next couple of days.
Yeah.
You gonna play it?
I'm gonna play the record where I'm going.
So that's one side of the take. We had we had the complete opposite. We had Elliot giving this the number 2 spot on Songs of the Year, and
That's
you said
crazy,
this is
by the
the
way.
best song
That's crazy.
post battle.
I wasn't thinking about it in that way though. I never saw the guns point like, okay, the guns are pointing at him to 20v1, 200v1, whatever Drake was going for a reference. I mean, I wouldn't call it tone deaf. I guess, look, he's in his house in Houston. He can afford to have a lot of guns, and that is was some okay imagery, I guess, to me at least. I didn't find it tone deaf. I think that was a bit too far. You know, I wouldn't call him tone deaf. Like I get the fact that he is coming off a bit hypocritical, because you know he is the one shooting, he is the one aiming at people, he is the one going after people as well, fucking their bitches and hoes, and so you should expect niggas to not like you. Like if you're asking, you know, if you're acting how you're acting and treating people how you're treating them, then the way they treat you shouldn't be a surprise to you. I get that, but you know, he's light skinned and probably thinks he did nothing wrong. So at the end of the day, you probably can't tell him he did anything wrong. It's like, I was just fucking, we were all fucking the same bitches. That's what Drake will tell you.
What was your
That's
feelings?
crazy.
Elliot FaceTimed me, him and Rory FaceTimed me right after the song
Why
dropped.
Rory got me put out here? I'm saying?
Okay. Him,
Nah, we
Elliot
good.
FaceTimed me, and we were talking about the song right after it dropped. But you seem to be excited about this.
Is it super crazy?
It's acutely crazy.
So it can't be one of the top 10 rap songs that came out this year. So
That's like saying the album's classic 2 days after it come out.
But if the deadline was still the deadline? I had turned the piece in Friday.
So your
My
deadline,
top 10 songs, top 10 albums of the year so far. And it meet the deadline. It wasn't going to run till Monday. That comes out Friday. It came in before the deadline.
I think it's
It has to be considered. Now, you may say it's too high at number 2, right? You
No.
can say that. But what if I put it at number 10? Is that controversial? Is that fine?
I think
Let's say I
that
put it at number 10. You're saying it should be disqualified because it just came out. You're giving a deadline to
I'm
it.
asking, I just want to know, how much time do you need to digest something before you call it the best of the year of something?
I can digest things quickly.
No, it's
when
your opinion.
When
which
I
is-
got hypnotized
I just
sent
said it
when
was
I was at
crazy.
the source,
I mean, I'm not, maybe Elliot Wilson really likes, maybe that's what he's trying not to tell you, DJ Head, but you're not taking that into account because you know, he's West Coast Wilson still, I guess. I don't know. But maybe he just likes the song that much that it is the second best rap song he heard all year. While I would have to disagree with him as well, while I'm sure you would have to disagree with him, but you know, Elliot Wilson is telling his truth, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I can see why somebody doesn't like the song, and I can understand why somebody likes the song. Like I can understand both sides of the spectrum because I fall on the side of I like it as a guilty pleasure. Like it's like a guilty pleasure, you know. It's so bad it's good. It's so mediocre it's still relatable for some reason. And it's still like, what did I miss?
there's a Sure Shot single, and I reviewed it off a Clue Tape. I put it at the top of the hip hop Sure Shot singles area. Hypnotized was number 1, and I thought it was going to be a hit record, and it's become a hit record.
This
and
is
a
coming
classic.
from the guy who does album reviews off of 15-second drops
Needle drop.
on Spotify.
No, I thought it was a dope record. I hated people dismissing it like, oh, it's cool and this, and he shouldn't rap about this anymore. It's like, tell your truth, King, as you would say. His truth is his truth. This is the gift and the curse of Drake. Drake is he's always the one done wrong. There's a lack of accountability throughout the catalog. Yet we still fuck with him. And if he, if it gave me the feel of we made it, trophies, that bag where he's kind of in this triumphant kind of, I got to get it together. I'm still the man type thing. He obviously misses being at the number 1 spot. I still consider it the dot era. Even if Erica goes number 1, I still consider it Kendrick as the dominant force. And it bothers Drake. And Joe Budden had a good point mentioning Joe Budden where he was like, when I hear the song and I hear the let's go, like to me, he's almost hyping himself up. Like, I gotta get back to this shit. Like, it's important for Drake to feel like he's the dominant force in hip hop. And Dot is taking that away from him. So also when people say, I don't like Drake with the melodies. I like Drake when Drake raps, right? I just want Drake bars. Like I was saying to you before we got on air, it's like, if you're gonna rap, I think it's hard if you're rapping. Inherently rapping and rapping hard is rapping about how you're better. The core of rapping is rapping about how nice you are and how better than you are to everybody else. So it lends himself that it's gonna be hard for him to not say something that doesn't reference a feeling of he's talking about Kendrick or other people that he fell out with. Like, that's rap. Like, it's going to be part of it. Do I want the whole Iceman album to be about how he was done wrong and everybody turned him? No, it has to show more dimensions than that. But I do think that's easier when you write the melody records to not go into that zone. But if you get back into your rapping thing, it's like, you mad. He's still mad. He's still in the battle. He's still in the battle. He's in the lawsuit. The Super Bowl happened. The Grammys happened. Like,
World tour.
The world tour. Dot's on a world tour.
Germany.
Dot's on a world tour with Solana.
They're
My
going
man.
crazy. No, now
Yeah.
it's just him, right?
And Mustard.
Yeah, him and Mustard.
No,
Selling.
Solana's out there too. No, they were
She's there.
Switzerland. They were skipping
Oh,
around Switzerland. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
he's doing solo dates.
On a world tour with Solana. So yeah, so they're and doing Not Like Us every night. So we're still in the moment. So again, yes, fans, we're still in the shit. We're still talking about it. It's still part of it. But this
Diamond.
record to me was more.
Put some respect on it.
Not Like Us just went diamond. Not Like Us just went diamond.
It did.
But this is better than No Face, No Face, No Face, and things like that, where he tried to discuss this. He did it in a clever way. The What Did I Miss thing is kind of funny because obviously, you know, it's a clever title because of what, you know, went on. Like, nobody missed this shit. Like, everybody clear what happened, you know, and we keep feeling the effects of it like a goddamn earthquake. But I thought he did the right things. I enjoyed the crazy stream. I enjoyed him rolling out this project. I think that this is the best, like, post-battle movies made. Comeback season mode. You know, is it going to instantly change things? No. Does it make me feel also again the Iceman? I think the stakes are still high. I think Iceman has to be an undisputed classic. It has to be embraced the way we embrace GNX out the gate. It has to feel like you could argue this is one of Drake's best albums. It has to be that good. The bar is that high. So if he achieves that, then we could have a more serious conversation. But can this become a number one record? Yes, absolutely. But we're still in the dot era.
It's funny. I kind of I have a take. I agree with you on the song and you on the video.
There we go.
On the song, I actually do. I love the song. Like, I really liked the song. I thought melodically it was dope. It was catchy. The beat was fire. I wasn't even mad about the lyrics. I know some Ross thing, like, it was done by a member of the Hell's Angels and
Please say it, and we could always edit. This isn't live. You ready, CT? This is live.
You have what kind of phone?
An iPhone 13
And
Pro.
you have what kind of laptop?
MacBook Pro.
Okay, so they're both made by what?
Same company.
By
Apple.
Okay, so if Tim Cook, who's the CEO of Apple, came to you, called you all kind of racial slurs, told you to get the fuck out of, he doesn't want you using his products or whatever, would you then use different products?
Yes.
Probably in competition with this product.
Yeah, I might go to Mr. Gates.
Exactly. So I've had this conversation offline with friends of mine who are biracial, and they have an identity crisis most of the time because you're not white enough to hang out with the white people and you're not black enough to hang out with the black people.
Tragic mulattoes.
Well, they took that word away from us. So,
sorry, I'm old.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'm born 1971. My bad.
If you're listening on audio, that was Elliot, not me.
So, the question that I have for you, Elliot Wilson, is: do you think that plays a role in identity, and when you get shunned or feel no longer welcomed by one tribe, you then gravitate towards the latter?
I believe that's very true. I mean,
I said it as clairvoyantly and politically correct as I could.
That makes sense.
Yeah, well, I think one thing I think that Drake has always played with cultural identities and never really stuck with one thing, right? Throughout his whole life and career, I feel like he is a product of that. Clearly, somewhat, didn't have the father in his life at the time, so there's one side of that. The diversity in Canada, in Toronto, I think all those things play a factor. But if you're talking about just a thing of like, if this audience, if the hip hop black crowd's not really messing with me like that anymore, and they don't appreciate me, and I giving you 10 summers, 15 summers of slaps, and I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, I think he's playing into that a little bit, but I think he still wants that credibility. He's still. I think he thinks he could do it all and then circle the block back and still get that, and still be the hottest cat with the DJ set in Atlanta in the clubs. I think he wants it all. But do I think that he likes to play to that side of it if he seems like he's getting more love there at this time? I can see that. Absolutely. And I think he does lack a certain foundation of, I always say my upbringing, my father's side, my black side was more prevalent in my family, and my dad was very insistent in front that no, I'm black. So I always consider myself a black man. I'm also Ecuadorian and Greek. That's a part of who I am, but I lead as being a black man. I identify as a black man. And I took it the extra way of defending it, calling myself YN and yellow nigga and all these things extreme to just show you this is who I am. I'm not trying to pretend or get validation from that crowd. I'm that person. I don't think Drake's ever taken a clear stance like that.
He's never taken
He's become the clear, because he's not even from America, but he became our biggest American entity, rap star, right? From Toronto, when that was a huge thing for it to ever think it was possible that Canadian rapper could be dominant in the American marketplace.
So that is another layer on top of what I'm asking.
Absolutely.
Like, you're not even from this country.
No.
Right? So again, I don't want to keep harping on the back and forth, but I know the homie. Those if you go into battle with someone who knows your pressure points and your insecurities, you're at a disadvantage, right?
Yep.
And so if you know someone and you completely cerebrally dismantle them in the way that he was dismantled, it's like how many till you feel like you're, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or come south and appropriate, etc. Right? You're not even from the country, let alone the culture authentically.
You could be speaking to me too. I'm just kidding.
You're not from the country. You're not from the culture authentically, right? Then you add the other layer of what you just spoke on. I think I think Charlemagne should call him. Like, I think there's therapy that needs to be had.
Well, he said he has songs about he can't deal with the therapy, and he's still so angry about everything.
Therapy needs to be had because this is a deeper issue.
He needs Puff Daddy level therapy.
And I think what's gonna and I think and this you can timestamp this. I think you're gonna like what your disappointments are gonna get progressive. That's what I think. That's my prediction.
Iceman's gonna be filled with this type of
I don't think
POV.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying look at every action since last year.
Yeah.
You said it yourself. You haven't liked anything that he's done.
Until now.
Until now.
Really.
Right?
Noki was all right, but yeah.
But I'm just saying that that takes a toll on you over time.
Absolutely.
So although I make my jokes and shit like that, but I really sincerely think that there's something that needs to be done.
But it's like I said earlier, though, we're still in it, though. He's still in the battle. On
a personal level, where before he presents himself to everyone else, I think there's some personal work that needs to be done because the disappointments that you experience, I'm a fan too. The disappointments that I experienced, and then Elliot being, you know, a homie / fan too, you're gonna keep experiencing these things just like no different than somebody who has an addiction or has, you know, criminal whatever. It's just gonna be disappointment after disappointment because they haven't fixed the cause of the shit. That's just my.
He thinks the fix is regaining his dominance in the marketplace and him being viewed again that he's either equal to or mostly greater than Kendrick. It's really just a complete competitive. He wants to go back to the films that he was a dominant force in the culture.
Yeah, but
he thinks that success is going to make everything right.
No,
not therapy, not these other personal things. It's about the art itself.
No,
if he can get, let's go. If the art can get going.
If I can get back to number one,
let's go.
But that's also
that's the thing.
But that's again what I've described to you before. That's the megalomania of thinking that your power comes from the accolades of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's not where your power comes from. People don't fuck with effective immediately or serious. They fuck with me
and Gina Views,
right? So, and that's something I had to learn too when I left my previous position. I went through a whole 2 years of what I'm telling him to do. It's like I walked away from it. I didn't do no interviews. I shut down radio, everything. I'm like, I need to figure my shit out, right?
Yeah.
And the reason I know is because I've done that work before, and we call it shadow work. You do the shadow work. You get a couple of books. I can recommend some.
Carl Jung.
If y'all want some, right? But you do that internal shadow work, and then it allows you to then prevail in a real way, in an authentic way, as opposed to pulling your power from being number one. That's not gonna be. That's a Band-Aid.
Well, I think it goes back to like trying to will your way back, which I think he was trying to do right after, isn't necessarily going to get you any further than you like that. There's a ceiling to that. And I think we were talking about this too, about like, if he does want to showcase he's the number one guy still and can get back to that spot, it's a really difficult position to be in, because we were talking about like if you're writing a rap, you now have essay assignments on it. On the top it says
this nigga start talking about essays and assignments. We're talking about fucking music. anyways, look, regardless of it, I will have to disagree with DJ Head here, and I probably would lean more on the side of what Elliott Wilson is saying, because at the end of the day, winning does cure everything, regardless of it. As long as you continue to win, as long as you continue to be successful, then like that's all you truly need. Like Drake is performing at Wireless Fest this weekend, and people are coming out, they're yelling "fuck Kendrick." He's taking shots. He's doing it. Like at the end of the day, as long as people still rock with him and fuck with him, as long as he still feels the fans coming out for him and listening to his music, then honestly, all that other internal shit really don't matter. He don't have to do all that until he feel like he needs to. As long as he's still being successful and doing what he's doing, then hey, that's the coping mechanism, unfortunately. Like, Yeah, maybe, but see, that's what I'm saying. It's like do the shadow work. So what do you want Drake to do? Like fall all the way back, not make music, go do nothing, and internally figure himself out? No, too many people are tied into the business of Drake for him to go do that. He has to drop every year, 2 albums a year, maybe one at least. Like too many people are tied into the business of Drake. He has to tour. It's a lot of business there that has to still get taken care of. Unfortunately, I'm sure he would love to just go sit on a beach somewhere and talk to a therapist for fucking 5-6 months. And hopefully that really, gets out all the anger and shit that he's still holding on to. But at the end of the day, music is the best therapy in my opinion. And so if that's his therapy right now, putting the pen to pad and working with whoever he's working with, creating whatever he's creating, if he's making good music, he's making good music. Can't be mad at it. And like I said, winning cures all. So regardless of it, if y'all thought Drake was just about to disappear, y'all had a whole nother thing coming. No, that wasn't about to happen. Like I said, too many people tied into the business of Drake, number one. And number two, when I knew he wasn't going nowhere when he sued UMG. I was like, oh no, this nigga he don't give a fuck. And that's really the crevice and the focus of the criticism needs to be not him doing the internal work and all this extra shit. Nah, man, this nigga needs to honestly ask himself, why does he want to be a rapper if he wants to sue niggas for rapping? Like, this is crazy. If he wants to sue his label for putting out the raps and promoting the raps when they promote his raps, like, it makes no sense. But either way, it's like he's trying to make rules in rap, and you can't do that. Like, oh no, it must be rules. You can't just call me a PDF file. Like Drake. Well, he did. You just got to deal with it. You just got to deal with it, buddy. And this is how you deal with it. By winning. Success cures all. And we'll see. Like I said, this isn't the smash, to me at least. This isn't What Did I Miss is not a smash. This is a guilty pleasure type song. But we'll see what the Iceman is sounding like. Anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. As always, I am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.